So I'm demonstrating here the few more functionalities that have been added. Now one is the summary statistics. So for whatever dataset that has been chosen over here, that we've already chosen after creating our SQL, we can go ahead and look at summary statistics. So that is one. The other is the EDA actions. So those EDA actions, search and replace and other things that I've already kind of demonstrated earlier. Now, if I were to use any of these can be used on this data set. So let me try for say search and replace. I go ahead and choose this. I say I want to look for a text string which is a substring which is contained within this, and let's say this is this 332 that I'm looking at, or maybe 277, whichever one it might be, and I just need to go ahead and enter that 277 and I replace it with something, so whatever that can be. And similarly on this very data set, so this is what I got here, I can also conduct my other EDA functions. So let's say I want to do math similar text, so that can also be done. But this is the functionality which I have demonstrated earlier also. Now here is something that we are looking at right now. For we want to create our own queries, so we want to create our own joins, we want to create other queries. So firstly we can go ahead and choose our database type. So let's say I go and choose SQLite, or I choose MySQL or Postgres. So whichever one that I choose, last one that I choose actually gets fed into my system, and my system goes ahead and processes accordingly. So this is just I just go and hover over this button provided here. I go and choose my from a drop down menu. Let's say I want to see a status of existing connections is what I want to see now. So these are the connections which are there right now in my PSQL, so which is my Postgres, and what all connections are existing from this particular user. So, or what is the query which is running. So this was my query, wherein I got a new column. I got that column name. So there is some operation that I was doing. Then there was a string search happening, string replace happening. So if I want to see, I can see my queries over here. But this basic functionality has been provided to see how many connections are actually running. So there is connection pooling which happens in Postgres, and how many of those connections are live, what is the status of those connections, all that can be seen over here. So if you see this one says active, these two are idle, and this active is basically it says select star from pgstat activity. So that's my Postgres, let's say my metadata table, wherein whatever activity is happening, so there are statistics which are there available, summary statistics available for whatever connections are there, whatever queries are being written and all that. So this is an inbuilt Postgres feature basically, but it can be very easily accessed over here. So you can just you just basically go here and just hover over this, and you get this pop-up which will show you all of this. And right now this is not very well formatted. We can do further formatting. I have not done anything in Python over here or in JavaScript right now. So it is just the raw whatever is coming from Postgres which is being shown. So there is of course a scope for further formatting over here, so that it is slightly more intelligent, and whoever is the user can use it. So it's not, it's not something which is very technical. So these are the features which have been added, and few more features are getting added soon. and I'll update this video series then. Thanks.